Pisces, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Now, I am reading for September 14th through the 20th. I'm sorry that I missed a couple of weeks. Life happens, gets in the way, but I do apologize. Remember that these are general readings, may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. My overview is let go, move on. Also to remember that I post on YouTube, Rumble, and TikTok. So for entertainment purposes only. Okay, let's go on and see what we have for my Pisces. Neptune has entered the building for you. It has returned to your space. It's going to stay there, till the end of January or beginning of February? I think the end of January. Can't quite remember, but that is okay. Let's see. So how were things before it went? So think about this. How were things before it went into Aries? So that couple of months transitional time, very deep secrets, very hidden emotions coming out, very emotional time in many ways also. Could that have been? All right, let's see. Higher power, Holy Spirit, what do you want to say to your lovely, lovely Pisces out there? Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards. If you ever want to know the cards that I am using, go to the first, my overview video. I talk about my cards there. All right, here we go. Move that a little bit. First card, the King of Spring. Okay, so this is the King of Wands. This is the King of Fire. Now it's also the King of Spring. So this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Very, very passionate, burning, very, very determined. So that is the overview. The under energy for the king, because it has court cards have 2 energies, is air. So that's your thought processes, thinking things through, making some plans. Air, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And all of them have something going on. So there is a lot of that thought processes going on. But then the king, and that could be like your mind. Your mind is trying to micromanage. Your mind is trying to stay on the little pieces, whereas the King of Spring is saying, you need to look at the bigger picture, okay? You cannot just be doing things for the immediate gratification. You need to look at your long-term goals. You need to look at what it is you do want to accomplish, where it is you want to be at. Now, yes, the short-term goals are important, but they all have to be pieces and part of how it is, where it is you want to be in a week to 2 weeks to 5 weeks to 5 months to 5 years. Okay, the King of Spring tells you there is a passion. You have a good lead right now. You have to look bigger than what you are looking at. So innovative, inspiring, wise, and theatrical. So it could be like, maybe you're in a job and you're looking, okay, I'm just trying to get through to my next paycheck. And that's not a bad idea, my Pisces. But you want to also look further on, like, what is my career going to be? Is this the company I'm going to be staying with? If it is, how do I get to my next level? How do I make more money? Or do I like to be where I'm at right now? And you know what? The more I go through life, the more I'm thinking, sometimes it's nice to be where you're at, because then you can enjoy your other pieces of life, okay? If that makes sense. Innovative, inspiring, wise, and theatrical, like I said. A financial windfall, so that's quite lovely. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. That's interesting. That is interesting. So you do have support for where you are and what you're doing. So I love that. Here we go. Next card is the Prince of Summer. So now we have the Prince. In this deck, the Prince is the fire energy. Okay, this is the Knight. So this would be the Knight of Water. So the underlying energy is fire. We've talked about that. The overlying energy is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. It's that water energy. So even though you have the fire, even though you have the drive, you still have a very idealistic energy and an idealistic idea of where it is you want to go. So sometimes it's a little hard for you to stay focused. Sometimes it's a little hard for you. It's kind of like, well, if I do it, then everybody will come to me. Well, the King of Spring actually helps you with that. So yes, but this is more that idealistic, it's just an idealistic overview of where you're going. Now, Knights are very directional, so when they figure out their direction, that is where they go. Water energy is very fluid, but it is also very it takes the Knight of Water takes pit stops, okay? Makes pit stops. It kind of says, oh, I think I'll relax a little bit here. Oh, I think I'm going to go over there. I'm not, he doesn't necessarily keep a straight line on his goals or her goals. The Prince of Summer is romantic, captivating, dramatic, and flirtatious. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. So this is kind of like, I'm kind of picking up with the two. I'm feeling like this is where you look without leaping, okay? So or you leap without looking. That's what I meant to say. Sometimes it's like, I'm just going to do it. And sometimes that works out wonderfully. But it's also, you do have to figure out some of the details, okay? You do have to stay grounded a little bit more. So you've got a lot of interesting stuff right here. Next card is the Ten of Winter. Well, it looks good for you. Whatever you're doing, it's kind of like, God has his hand on you, because the Ten of Winter is a transitional energy. We have that winter energy again, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Thought process is thinking things through. 10 is transition. Things are moving on. 1, new beginning. 0, God source energy. And basically, even though this was kind of a leap, in many ways, these two were a leap of faith. The 10 of Winter says doors will open for you. The resolution of difficulties, a weight is lifted off your shoulders. The end of an addiction or codependency. So I love that. I do love that for my Pisces. It was kind of, you're getting kind of a little bit, taking a chance, taking a chance on love, taking a chance on a new direction. It's looking good though. Okay, higher power. What else for your lovely, lovely Pisces? And my husband's a Pisces, so taking a chance, and it looks like the chance pays off for you. So I'm not telling anyone to quit their jobs, though. Remember that. Here we go. Reversed. Balance. Balance is needed. So we have Archangel Zadkiel of the Violet Light. We have 14, 10 to the 4, 10 transitional energy, and 4 is our stability, organization, and leadership. Balance is needed. We can't be too far in that romantic, everything's going to work out well. Totally just give it up to God, which is a wonderful thing to do. Do not get me wrong. But we also have to have that balance. We have to walk our talk or talk our walk. Okay? So this is also known as the Temperance card. Blending the ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary. Successful compromise. The power of diversity, self-control, patience, and balance. So this is about, even though you've got this lovely, even though, this leap, it's going to work out, you still have to keep balance, and you still have to work well. You have to play well with others. Okay, my Pisces? Okay. So let's go on, even if they irritate you. Let's go on and see what Michael might want to say. Michael, what do you want to say to Pisces? What word for Pisces? Okay, that one stayed. Here we go. Whoa, I like this. And have you had this before? Remember, my Pisces, you are the magician in many ways. You are the manifester. Welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that Source, God, will heal your financial challenges. Have faith. I love that. Okay. I welcome abundance into our lives. How about that, my Pisces? Okay, let's go on. What crystal or energy for you? Crystal or energy for my Pisces would be helpful for you. Moldavite. Well, Moldavite Very interesting. Moldavite is very transformational. Very transformational. Helps to heal, protection, telepathy, connection. Very, very transformational. Sometimes I've had people love it, and I've had people say, take it away. Okay, do me a favor, my Pisces. Watch, let go, move on. Do the hearts, the thumbs, whatever you need to be doing to keep my videos coming back. Also remember, because this is probably the biggest truth, always remember that you are loved. Stay shining. Be blessed. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.